What's going on, Cancer? And welcome to the Chariot Friends. Justin here, and I hope you're feeling fantastic today. So, for those of you who are returning, welcome back, Soul Tribe. I appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, and shares. Your support really is just amazing, Cancer, and it keeps us growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy Higher Self has brought you here. We're in for an amazing journey. So, the purpose of this channel, for those of you who have Cancer in your placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, wherever Cancer, this one's for you. And I do tarot card spreads based off our ruler here, the good old Moon. I was actually walking with her the other day, Cancer. She was I'd say about right over yonder, something along those lines, Cancer. And I'll talk about what sign she's in, what phase she's in, where I think she may be at, and when she's going to avoid, of course, just all those lunar shenanigans. And just so you're all aware, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one. So take what resonates with you, leave the rest with me. Never force a reading on a situation, and everything will be dope, Cancer. And before we get into things, Cancer, I'm gonna post something on YouTube about it, but just making a small little tweak to my schedule a little bit, not here, but on the other channel, Alchemist 8. I'm going to be because I do your videos Monday through Friday here, I was just like doing that and then doing a weekly spread over there. I was just thinking about that the other day. It's like doing a weekly spread, that's a lot, Cancer. It might be a lot of energy to take on, and I'm having a shift, that small little shift that I'm going to be sort of small. I'm having a big shift to my routine here soon, and so to kind of lighten that load a little bit, I'm just going to be doing the monthly readings and the yearly ones, when we do our solar return videos on the other one, and then I'll just stick to doing the Monday through Friday ones here, Cancer. So here it's fantastic. Over there we're just losing a weekly one there. So just a little something to be mindful of, Cancer. Now, let's jump into it. Your space has been cleansed. Crystals, feeling lovely. Just great energy around here, Cancer. And Cancer, happy Moon Day. It's Monday. Hope you're feeling intuitive. Hope you're just feeling revitalized after it. Hope you had a great weekend there, Cancer. And also, Cancer. Oh, I was going to say the moon's going to avoid course. No, she's not. The moon is in Leo, Cancer. I actually just got done doing Leo's video before this one. But with the moon being in Leo, this is a very joyful placement for the moon. Leo is one about self-expression, so this is a great energy for you to tap into that creative side there, Cancer. Just express you, and whether that be through art, through dance, through sculpting, through singing, whatever that's looking like there, Cancer. Whatever allows you to get into that kind of creative space, Leo is great for that. And this is also great for if you wanted to start any sort of like hobbies, thank you, interests, pursue anything along those lines. It's about bringing, a lot of joy and, a lot of pleasure in your life. Leo's associated with the fifth house, which is the funnest house of the houses there, Cancer. So anything to bring any sort of more pleasure into your lives, and really kind of enjoy, and really just like enjoy this journey and all the wonderful things that it can bring you, Cancer. Leo, I feel like energy is great about just for that expressing gratitude and how generous the universe can really be there, Cancer. But this is a great energy too, Cancer. Consider we're in Libra season. Libra deals with those relationships, and Leo's a very romantic sign, very passionate energy there, Cancer. Great for love there. So that's something you think about. So just something to consider there, Cancer, when working with this energy. And then also we're in a waning crescent or balsamic moon phase there, Cancer. And this is a really great energy for just kind of resting, relaxing, doing some recuperation after, when we're trying to integrate a new routine or trying to work something out, or just, any sort of like growth that's going on there, Cancer. That can take a lot out of you, trying to do that each lunar cycle. And this is a great energy for doing, doing some self-care, and how perfect with that Leo energy, doing some fun stuff for yourself, just to kind of relax, lighten the load a little bit, kind of reconnect with yourself too, Cancer. This is a great kind of like a very good hermit energy. And great time for just kind of assessing your values and figuring out what you want to tackle during this next lunar cycle that's getting ready to come up here soon too, Cancer. And then last few things, these these readings that I do, they're not gender specific readings, so apply these energies to people as they make sense for your situations. And then the decks that I'm working with, which I'm gonna be changing out this one here soon. Here, Cancer, I'm gonna be got those decks, and I'm finally figuring out how I'm gonna start rotating them. So I've included links for them down in the description box below. So definitely check it out if you're interested. But also down below some links for some other readers that I like watching, Cancer. So definitely check them out. One of them, she actually has her a moon in Leo. That's such a cool placement. But let's go ahead and get into your general energy of the day there, Cancer. Oh, and look at you. You got the third card of Capricorns here, which is the crack shot card. Look at you, so accurate, Cancer. And with this card, this is a card of competent, superior, precise, expert, sharp tongued, witty, clear cut, dead on, intense, target, showdown, effective, impressive, accurate, skilled, excel, arrogant, and first class. And the energy that's coming through here, Cancer, is the skilled. And so I feel like with this energy coming through there, that this is really, I feel like the energies are trying to, it's giving me this energy of refinement in a sense. If you have something that you know that you're natural at, Cancer, whether this is being, maybe you're good with cars, or maybe you're good at working with animals, or maybe you're great with, maybe you do have a impressive accuracy there, Cancer. Maybe you're an archer, maybe sharpshooter, whatever that's looking like. But I feel like that this is, it's taking something, I feel like that you might feel that you're, it's like it's one of those things. It's like you're kind of naturally good at, Cancer, but now it's like it's going from that Leo energy in a sense of, like, going from that, doing it for fun, and more so trying to find a way to incorporate it in your routine. Moving from, I'm just thinking about how we move from Leo into Virgo, and like how we kind of sharpen that thing. And I feel like, as we get more skilled in, like, because maybe even one, like, maybe this could be, let's say, for example, if you have this, like, a great sense of humor that, Cancer, which I assume you all are real, just hilarious. I feel that this is something where maybe you might try, like, and just for fun, Cancer, does it make sense? Maybe try like an open mic night, or maybe do like maybe start writing some like stories or something along those lines, little comedy bits, or maybe if you like writing little comics, or just something, I feel like that can really help you just become more well-rounded there, Cancer. Because I feel like we're always so focused on, just sort of like the job, the getting like accumulating and achieving things, as opposed to like attaining more skills in a sense, and like really kind of locking down stuff. And this could be, maybe we're taking on a course of learning as well there, Cancer. This could be like maybe a formal school, or maybe we're learning some stuff off the internet here, or whatever that's looking like. But yeah, let me get some tarot on this, Cancer. Get some details on this. Oh, thank you. Look at our ruler popping up here, Cancer. Oh, let's see what's going on here. Oh, divine counterparts are going on here, Cancer. I'm with it. So you have the Hierophant, the High Priest husband, or yes, the High Priestess's husband, and then you have the High Priestess, the Two of Stars, the Five of Stars, the Fool, and the King of Wands here, Cancer. And Cancer, the stars in this deck are pentacles, and then the crystals in this deck are swords. And Cancer, I do feel like that there is this energy with like the with this divine couple here. There is this energy of, because the Hierophant can be a card of like higher learning, and learning from like a teacher. And it almost feels like that. It's again, it's like sort of like broadening your like broadening your skills in the sense. It's like maybe we take like maybe like a master class, for example, or maybe we just start seeing how other people do the same thing that we do, and it just like it kind of sparks this new sort of innovative way for you to approach your own type of skill there. Maybe it gets you in a different type of it's like you're harmonizing with yourself in a different type of way here, Cancer, because the two of stars is like taking those thoughts, those intuitive insights that you get, and then making them manifest, bringing them to this world and taking it's almost like it's with the five of stars. It's like I feel like it's filling in in a space in a sense, but it's like this energy of maybe we've been kind of, let's say for example, if you're like a natural at the piano and it's something that we've wanted to embark on, but we've just been sort of like dabbling by ourselves here. You have a lot of like looking to sort of like wiser figures here, or those who have a little more experience in this realm that can kind of again open your mind up to new possibilities and kind of see how you can, yeah, just access your abilities. I'll tell you, Cancer, like when I'm not doing this stuff myself, in like my studying, I watch like other YouTubers as far as like different astrologers and different tarot card readers, just to have a different perspective, because it's like it is very valuable. And you've been getting like a five of crystals type of energy, like the five of swords, where it's like it's, sometimes it's like we can turn away the thoughts of others thinking that, and that might be something too there, Cancer, something to think about. Maybe for some, it's like we might think that maybe we think we are an expert in our craft, and I don't doubt that for a second there, Cancer, that you're super skilled and that you don't need any type of thing, but I feel that real type of expert is always one who's constantly learning. You never reach that sense of mastery, because I feel like mastery puts it in a sense, just like it adds, if anything, it puts like a barrier up for you, because then we're not open to learning. Because even when we become, let's say if we've gone from student to teacher there, math or to, oh, excuse me, student from teacher, I was like I dream of genie, yes master. But when we go from student to teacher, you can even learn from your students, because they bring about a fresh perspective. They might think, and I feel like it's keeping an open mind too with this full kind of coming here, Cancer. It's a lot of cool energy that's coming through here, a lot of kind of enrichment that's coming through with this. And it's like kind of, it's like almost that six of pentacles in a sense of like where we're giving and then we're receiving at the same time, and then meditating with this stuff here, Cancer. Sitting with that, with I feel like with the High Priestess being here, and then I think I'm gonna get a little bit more on her. Let me get a little bit more on the High Priestess. Oh, love that, Cancer. There's that Hermit energy, and I like that because the Waning Crescent Talks is associated with the Hermit as well. But you got the Hermit here, Cancer, and you got the Three of Wands, and so I do. I feel like that this Hermit here, there's this. I do feel like for some there's this need to kind of let this inner light shine through, to kind of hone that a little bit brighter and see where this could possibly take you. Because who knows, Cancer, you might feel inspired in a way, and it might not necessarily like where you're doing like a career shift per se, but it just like you may be more open to like going to, let's say if we discover that we've been working on our wood crafting, for example, maybe start going to different workshops. Now you're traveling a lot more, you're meeting new people, we're getting out of our comfort zone in a sense, and this like it's again there's this enrichment, because it feels like that not necessarily that you've been alone, but there's been this, there could be more here. There's been this, lonely's not the word I'm looking for. There's a different type of word here. There's this, oh, I wish I could, oh, it'll come to me in a second there, Cancer, but this Five of Stars is giving me this, this is more, this energy that's kind of coming through here. And then I do feel like for some others, a good way to, I feel like, enhance your skills as well and become even more skilled if you've been doing something for a while is again to kind of let that energy, to kind of step out of that hermit energy, and then even like that kind of high priestess, because the high priestess can be she can be very private, to be very to herself, and but the hierophant is the kind of the opposite of that. He shares that wisdom and kind of exchanges that energy around here. And so I feel like it's getting out there and exchanging of skills and seeing how that can really just help you develop into a really powerful intuitive there, Cancer. I like that. Let's get a little bit more in the mix there. Hmm, that's dope. Look at that, Cancer. I like that. All right, Cancer. So you have the Ace of Stars, the Knight of Cups, and then you have one of the special major arcana in this card, in this deck, which is the Flower of Life. Cancer, got a lot of potential here. I feel like some of us we may be kind of sitting on, and again, I feel like that the universe here is just like it's presenting you this chance to really kind of grow your garden in a way, and like really I feel like kind of fill your cups, and because it's not that it almost feels like there's a need to kind of, again, like with this Leo energy, and again to kind of pursue some passions in the sense that the Knight of Cups, he really follows his heart, and he's a really excited type of knight. He really loves doing things that just raises his vibrations through the roof, and that fills his heart with love and joy and happiness, and very emotional knight as well, and I feel like that's a great, and even getting is like as we're working on these skills here, Cancer, that there could even be some really nice healing that can come from that as well, not even just for yourself but for the soul tribe, because the Flower of Life, it talks about how we're all connected there, Cancer. It talks about that universal connection, because the other card in this deck is the Self card, and so now it's like we're taking that, again, that hermit energy, we're taking that, instead of being inward, it's like we're going out there and connecting with others in a sense, and like, and I feel like too, when I was thinking about the Five of Crystals too, we want to be mindful of comparing ourselves to others as well there, Cancer, because how you're skilled is going to look different, how another person is skilled and how another person is skilled. You may see that, oh my gosh, they're so great, I'll never measure up to them, but then they could see something in you. Like, I remember, for example, when I was going to school for music, I play a saxophone, and I was more classically trained, and I always found it so amazing where when I would watch other saxophonists who were more kind of like learned by ear and just more kind of learned by feel, it was just like it was so cool to watch that. And but at the same, and I always like it was I remember talking with someone about this. I was just like, gosh, I envy that you can just like really relax in that and just kind of really feel it. But then this person tells me the same thing. He goes like, I love that you can read music. I love that you can kind of feel that and kind of read and like and interpret that and translate that, and then to emote that. So it's just like you never know how people view these skills there, Cancer. And so, and I feel like too, that's something too with the Knight of Cups. Like, don't let that, again, don't let that get you in a place where we're not pursuing our passions and we're not um, developing these skills and things just because of, being self-conscious and things. Because there's something we can always be better at, Cancer. I feel like the most experienced teacher knows that there's always something that we can expand on and kind of grow on and kind of can keep building off of their, Cancer. So, and I really kind of feel here too, Cancer. It's like, the Ace of Stars is this, like, it's like the divine materials. And I feel like it's really making use of the gifts that you've been blessed with, Cancer, because we all have certain areas where we're skilled at and where we're shine at and really kind of are meant to be, shine as bright as the sun here. So something to think about there too, Cancer. But now, since we're talking about the sun, let's get a little advice from the sun. Thank you. All right, Cancer. Yeah. Oh, oh, all right, Cancer. We got quite a bit here. Oh, and there we are. Ah, there's that five of crystals there, Cancer. Oh, and the six of stars. All right, let's see what's going on here. Emperor, Wheel of Fortune. This is abundant, Cancer. So you have the Ten of Cups, the Six of Crystals, the Five of Crystals, the Six of Stars, the Queen of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Emperor here. Cancer, I know that's the whole party here, Cancer. Let's switch back over. Because I do feel like that there is for some, just if we are in this more sort of advanced type of placement there, Cancer, just to, again, not to necessarily to just knock off what other people's perspectives may be on something. You are an expert in whatever craft that you're in, but just I feel like always being open to learn and open to grow there. And I almost this is interesting, Cancer, but I also feel with this energy, it's like how she's kind of holding these crystals to herself. It's almost like that we're like, it's just like, look at how disappointed they are that they don't get to see what you're not sharing your skills there, Cancer. You know, let the whole world bask in that greatness that you have, and however it is that you shine. And I do feel like, Cancer, as you're going about doing this, that this is going to it's going to lead you to new opportunities, and I feel like it's going to get the wheel of fortune turning in a different type of way, you channeling in a different level of like channeling a different level of abundance. The more I feel like you're giving to this thing, the more you're going to be receiving, and it's going to get you. But it's all, I feel like, for some, if we haven't pursued this thing, it's just like it's a matter of confidence and pursuing that thing with gusto and with passion. That's interesting. Let me get a little bit. Let me get before we close here, Cancer. Let me get a little bit on the Queen of Cups here. Oh, and there. Interesting, Cancer. Oh, interesting, Cancer. All right, so you have the Queen of Cups is clarified by the Empress, the Devil, and the King of Crystals here. And I almost, like, when I was kind of shuffling for her, I was getting this energy of doing this thing for, maybe this thing can start with, if we're not trying to put this thing out on display or something. It's like it was like this energy of like doing this thing for you, Cancer, but in like a healing capacity, because maybe there is something that we are getting over. That's something that may have been kind of holding us back, that was keeping from this abundance here. But I feel like it's like as we pursue this skill there, Cancer, there's this wisdom I feel like is gonna come with the King of Crystals being here. Like this energy of, it's this understanding or this enlightenment that's kind of coming through. And I feel like it's not even just like, because I like talking about the Queen of Cups sometimes, how she's like the only court card of the cups that has her cup closed. And where I know that, like, sharing that type of stuff, your arts and things can be kind of scary, or your craft or whatever, because we don't want it to be criticized or anything along those lines. But I feel like it could really help heal others too, in a sense, their Cancer, and kind of show them how you empress, how you bring abundance and what that looks like. And yeah, I feel like really the king of crystals is very wise. And I feel like this could really do some very, very good work for you, and for, I feel like, for, oh, where's that flower of life, and for the soul tribe here, Cancer. So something to think about. But I think I'm gonna leave that there, Cancer. I like it. You look at you, just you look at you, all you expert you. But if you like that, Cancer, give it a thumbs up and share this. If you know someone who's got a skill that you, because it almost kind of gives me that energy of, like, when people tell you, like, oh, Cancer, you're natural at this, and you're just sort of like, oh, whatever. But Cancer, explore that. Who knows what that may do for you there. And then if you haven't already there, Empress, subscribe, Emperors, Queen of Cups, subscribe, hit that bell button to get notified on all these videos each day. And then, lastly, Cancer, check your sun, your moon, your rising, Venus, Jupiter. Just check your chart, Cancer. Then come on over to my other channel, Alchemist State. I do videos, do weekly videos. Well, no, not well. For the other signs, I'll be doing weekly videos. Cancer, I do weekly videos for you all the time. I do daily ones for you, but I do weekly videos there. I do monthly ones for Cancers. I'll be doing the monthly ones, and then I do yearly ones as well, which I'll be doing. Still. So check those out, Cancer, and subscribe there, and then I think that's it. See, now I kind of got off script there, Cancer. So all that housekeeping is down in the description box below. So let me get you surprise cards here, so I can get you out of here, Cancer. And interesting, Cancer. Interesting, because you got the Eight of Cups here. And the Eight of Cups is Saturn and Pisces. And that's what Saturn and Pisces wants from us, Cancers, to tap, like, one, to tap into that spiritual side. But Pisces is, they're associated with the 12th house, which is that fantasy, that dream-like realm. And I feel like it wants you to start accessing those skills, Cancer. And I feel like it's like walking away from the idea that you can't become skilled at something, or how we were talking about Five of Crystals, how it's like we might think that, get in our heads as far as like, oh, people are already so further along, like, what can I possibly contribute? But you can contribute a whole new perspective there, Cancer. And I feel like it's not just walking away from, like, that idea, but try not to walk away from a skill that you do have just because we don't think that we can, or whatever that reason is. Or maybe we've walked away from something, and it might be, but there's still this kind of energy of maybe kind of clinging on to that, in a sense. Or like maybe it's just like this, like, nostalgic energy that's kind of coming through. You might miss something there, Cancer. So yeah, explore that if you've been getting maybe those, like, kind of intuitive flashes, or just kind of been feeling that energy, that Cancer. But let me get your oracle card here, so I can get you out of here. Get you out there manifesting. Ooh, I like that, Cancer. So you got the 27th card here, which is the Reishi card, which is a card of retreat. And this is ruled by the Sun and Jupiter here. And we got Jupiter and the Sun here, Cancer. Maybe not in the tarot, but we got the Sun represented here. And I like that they got this bear hibernating. You got this hermit here. I feel like that there's, because it popped up in reverse here, Cancer. And I feel like that we've maybe been kind of sleeping on a skill, and I feel like there's a need to retreat to kind of rediscover a certain part of you that may have been kind of lying dormant there for a while, and kind of sit with that and think about what ways that can help you. That because when you think about Jupiter, it's about expansion, and then you think about the sun. That's how we like identify ourselves. And it's just like expanding yourself and who you are, Cancer. And I'm even just thinking how mushrooms, like reishis, but just mushrooms in general, they're like connected to the earth in a unique kind of way. There's like this whole unique complex, how they form here, like a flower of life there, Cancer. And yeah, I just feel like that there's something here that's trying to blossom. Look at you, like trying to blossom here, like the Empress. Look at that, your flower bloom, the whole Empress popped out there, Cancer, and then you take charge with that and go out and then keep that growing there. So yeah, like that, a whole Empress bloomed. I might. I might include that. That might be your title track there, Cancer. I think I'm gonna leave that there. But you stay safe out there. This growth and sharing these skills, and yeah, always be open to learning there, Cancer. We can always grow. And you keep eyes on the moon. Moon's got your back. Something to think about during this next one here. She's in a crescent phase. She's meditating on what she's getting ready to do there next, Cancer. So something to think about. And I will catch you on the next one tomorrow.